everybody! Guess who's back? It's me again. I'm sorry? Since when did I have to do this? Okay. I guess license agreement. You can read this in your free time. I'm surely not. Okay, well that was weird. Oopsies, didn't... No. Meant to go to here. No, never mind. That's for if you cloud save stuff. Anyway, hi everybody! Lamar Haven is back again. And this time with another Super Robot Wars game. I was gonna finish Vexanadu, but if you saw my playthrough on Monday, you might have noticed I just wasn't having fun with the game. Turns out there's a good reason I didn't finish it as a kid. It kind of sucked. But, in the process of getting ready for this, there was a special announcement. A very special announcement. Why don't we bring that up? Give me just a second to put that on screen. Give me just a quick second. Window capture. Where are you? Window capture. Cool. So, during the E3 conference for Bandai Namco, here in the States, they didn't really have, hold on. There we go. They didn't really have many announcements. However, the Japanese E3 did. No, it wasn't! Because this is what they showed the Japanese version! That's Hyoma in the Combattler, and of course, Koji in the Mazinger. Camille in the Zeta. And then Guy in the Gao Gaigar. We get to see Ryoma, so we know the getters in this one. And then there's Suzaku from Code Geass. Those are our only confirmed those are the only confirmed series so far in the next game. But yes, and it's coming out this year. It's on Switch, PS4, and Steam. Again, you're not going to be able to get it on Steam unless you can somehow get to the Southeast Asia, the Steam page. But PS4 and Nintendo Switch are just as importable as before. Yes. I am excited. I will, of course, be getting that game as soon as possible. So you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, I'll be getting that game as soon as possible. But I'm going to be able to finish X and T well before it gets to the States. So you don't have to worry about that. We're going to be able to play through X and T well before we get to that section. Now, last time when I played Super Robot Wars V, I just continued from a New Game Plus. It was fine for me, because I was more about wanting to show off the experience of the game, but I realized it just made it seem like it was too easy. Now, my logic is, New Game Plus is really deceptive if you don't use all the extra resources it gives you. Like, I was barely using any of the money or attack points they gave me. Then the only thing that increases are those permanent upgrades I showed off once, and the ace bonuses from your pilots. Otherwise, your units are almost exactly the same. Now that's a significant upgrade still, but this time, like I promised during my previous playthrough, I'm not going to be continuing from a New Game Plus. I'm going to be starting as if it's a fresh file. So, enter a product code. What product code? Shit, do I have that? I do. No, I don't. What are you... Wait, hold on. I'm gonna hide this real quick. Boom, boom. Give me just a second. I'm gonna put in a code, just in case that it really needs me to. This is the pre-order code. I'm thinking that's what it's asking for. So I'm gonna make sure, in case it is asking for that, to get it in, because that means we get our OG character partner much sooner. Okay, never mind. Then cancel. Enter product code. Not this time. Oh, I forgot to do something. That's why the game is so loud in my ears. Duh, I'm sorry. I'm dumb. There we go. That should be much more reasonable. Alright, so beginner mode, same as before. SR points and change of difficulty do not exist. Standard mode, which you would normally play as. This game adds an expert mode. It's set to hard, and enemies with higher stats as opposed to standard mode appear. SR points only awarded when scenarios cleared, rather than the middle of it. Recommended for veteran players. You can change that in the settings. This guidance mode is a tutorial. So this game actually has a tutorial for you. Fucking amazing. We won't be playing that, and we'll be going to standard mode. I'd be doing expert mode if I was doing my New Game Plus file, but no reason. Let's just do standard. Alright, so you have two characters to choose from. You might notice right away their art style is dramatically different from the other characters in the game. More so than normal. They don't use hard black outlines. They use soft outlines for the characters. This is really fucking jarring. To me, at least. So these are the two characters you get to play as. This is the Sorcerer of Eolite, a user of Dogma, competitive and critical. He is often at loggerheads with the magical creature Spiro. Or the Sorcerer of Aquamarine, a user of Dogma, somewhat timid. She often receives advice from the magical creature Spiro. I hate to say it, but this game really is built for the male character, not really the female character, storyline-wise, and, like, theme-wise. The male character is meant to be the main character. So we're gonna actually choose him for now. Don't get me wrong, she's adorable, and I love playing as her in my normal playthrough, but it makes more sense to play as him. We're gonna play as him. His last name's Eolite, first name Iori. Everybody just calls him Iori. Birthday is 11/16, blood type A. Why don't we, both of them use the same mech, by the way, just like the first game. There are OG games and other stuff like that where your protagonist gets a different mech. Bonus content has been downloaded. Thank you. This game, I actually have all DLC already. But yes, let's watch the intro video. Not the best logo.
始まりのアルワース。神と獣、光と闇、過去と未来が集う世界。それは永遠に覚めぬ夢。大地は人の思いを吸い、木々には知恵の実が熟す。生と死の狭間に浮かび、誰にも知られず世界は回る。すべては地の神エンデの名のもとに。そして若者は旅立つ。真実を求める戦いの大地へと。
Ooh, dramatic. Alwarth, the beginning. Disciples of Ende, god of wisdom and custodians of law and order. Wielders of the magic called Ende's dogmas. Their name, the Keepers of Order. A young soul and a magical creature are leaving them to set out on a journey. Welcome to Scenario 0, A Sworn Journey. So yeah, it actually has a prologue scenario. So that's what we're going to be playing now. Keeper's Temple, Ende's Chamber. No regrets? Yeah. Well, the proof of the pudding is in the eating, or speaking as it were. You want me to prove it? Precisely. I need you to swear an oath, here, in Ende's Chamber. Very well. I'll nerve enough for that much at least. From this moment forth, I'm no longer a sorcerer of the Keeper's Order. I'm a traveler in search of truth. Much appreciated. I can see well enough just how determined you are. Eolite Sorcerer. From this day forward, you are my master. Wait, master? A fitting title, considering that you freed me from the Keepers. And your first duty as my master is to give me a name. That doesn't sound like a duty, per se. Just as one cannot change their fate, so too can the first name bestowed upon a magical creature never be altered. It was a stroke of good luck that I encountered you before the Keepers had a chance to name me. Now then, Master, bestow destiny upon me. Okay? How about Spiro? Spiro? Ah, an archaic term for hope, if I'm not mistaken. For a destiny, it's a little flimsy. Not that I'm complaining. From now on, you may call me Spiro. We're off then, Spiro, and not a moment too soon. We'll have to get far away from here as possible before daybreak. Just a moment, Master. There's one thing that we require for our journey, which is something that amplifies a sorcerer's magic beyond reckoning. That particularly useful arcane apparatus, the Auto Warlock. This Auto Warlock seems like it was abandoned in the storehouse, practically an antique from the look of it. Its name is Zelgard, a prototype that underwent testing untold centuries ago, who was never formally adopted. Is that so? That explains why it lacks the Keeper's emblem. I have to say, Spiro, you're awfully well informed. I am merely given this such knowledge at birth, that's all. Still, no wonder it was abandoned. We barely got it started, and the magic amplification rate is pitiful. You've no choice but to use your own powers to offset the difference, Master. I'll do my best. What's going on? I've been having trouble with my magic ever since we left the temple. I'm probably just a little shook up after fleeing the Keepers. Careful, Master. Something approaches. The Rune Golems! Did the Keepers send them after us? That seems doubtful. I suspect they were placed in the temple to act as automated guards. Considering this area is well outside their jurisdiction, they were likely deployed here long ago and abandoned. That's if there's a gold one mixed in. Rune Golems absorb minerals from the earth. They're self-sufficient and self-repairing. Based on that coloring, that one must have absorbed gold ore. Never expected to run into such machines so early in our journey. Yes, consider my intellectual curiosity piqued. And if a sorcerer's not controlling them, it's a perfect opportunity to put Zelgard through its paces. Zelgard, combat mode confirmed active. Odic inner convergence rate crossing minimum combat thresholds. We've got no choice but to fight. Spiro, Zelgard, let's do this. We must defeat all enemies, but because this is a prologue, we don't have the SR point. But we get to show off. This is Iori in the Zelgard. Yeah, he starts with potential, support attack, and enhance attack. And no special abilities here, but we have 3 attacks. Why don't we get started with showing them, shall we? My magic feels even more stifled than I expected. What's going on here? Whatever's the matter, Master. Does something ail you? I'm fine, Spiro. Nothing worth complaining about anyway. Allow me to handle scouting and machine control. Focus on harnessing your magic and Odic convergence, Master. The Odd is the particles that fill Aura, said to govern all phenomena. The act of harnessing Odd to manifest one's wishes is the magic known as Dogma. Doing this requires special qualities and training, but in rare instances there are youths that possess a deep perception natural order and can use Odd or something similar. These people are scouted by the Keepers of Order to join them and nurtured in the Sorcerers. Wait, you can do that kind of thing? And quite ably, if I do say so myself. Something tells me we're going to make it through all this, you and I. Let's do this, Spiro. Together. Yes, my master. Very different start from the previous game.
よく知っている。魂の中心を打つ。旋風のドグマ。切り裂け、風神。
Oh god, it's got magic bullets!
回避しながらも気持ちは攻める。
Alrighty. That's all we can do. I'm gonna use focus so I don't take any hits. And yeah, where the previous game was mostly about high technology and exploration of space, and the role of human will in exploration and survival, this game's starting off about magic. So instead of sci-fi, we're looking at fantasy. Boom data. It's one down. Alright. No reason to move from this spot. But we still can't use Tempesta. So... might as well weaken somebody. Almost enough to wipe it out. Alright. Let's see, can I use focus again? Nope. I can use a tune, but I cannot use focus. So we just have to hope we don't get hit. I'll start speeding up the attacks, because we've seen them a couple of times, obviously. Nope, didn't dodge it.
場合によっては脱出させていただきます。魔力の連鎖が中心の刃に変える。
Spiro's just straight up saying, if we lose, I'm leaving, by the way. How's my focus? Morale is high enough. Tempesta is available, but it would be pointless to use it. Might as well use an Ignest. New music for leveling up. Alright, time for Tempesta. This might actually hurt though if it hits us. But it's just the same exact attack. Owie!
ゴーレムに負けるわけにはいかない。その位置は読んでいる。青蘭のドグマ。貫け、テンペスター。
Definitely progress, though. Alright, our turn. Now I have enough focus, so I'm going to do that. And multi-action. By the way, we have a new EX action from the previous game that we did not. Trick attack. All attacks do not require EN and ammo for one battle. Weapon conditions like required morale and skill still apply. So, you're out of ammo, or you don't have enough energy to do something, now you've got a trick up your sleeve. Alright, first Ignist. Finish you off. And then Tempesta. And the reason why I use the EX action to attack twice rather than just wait a turn and let them both attack me is because I wanted to use Zero in this turn, and it would have been a waste if I only attacked one unit with Zero in. And I also knew I could kill them both this turn anyway. Bye-bye, Golem! Selling the gold fragments from the golem could earn us quite a sum. Honestly, that's going to be a serious help on our journey. I must give thanks for having such a beneficial encounter so early in our travels. Give thanks to Ende, God of Wisdom, to you, Master. I pray we meet another such harbinger of good fortune in days to come. A fine display, Master. How's Zelgard treating you? Slightly confusing at first, but it started listening to me by the end. Thanks to your guidance, maybe? He's taken to Zelgard quite well. A welcome miscalculation. A sorcerer on the run, a defiant magical creature, and unwanted auto warlock. We might be made for each other. We may have secured an early victory, but the road ahead is perilous. Shall we head back to the Keepers, then? You don't need to accompany me if you don't want to. Spare me. Why, if anyone's going to find an excuse to head back, it's you, Master. I swore an oath to Enende's chamber. I want to find the truth. That promise weighs heavily, far more so than any doctor in the Keepers. Very well. I'll remember those words. I'm counting on you, Spiro. Almost really mispronounced that. Together, we face our destiny. Common cause, common destiny, eh? Can't find much to disagree with there. Then we're off, and not a moment too soon. It's just about dawn. Any destination in mind? I haven't decided, but I'm not about to turn back. Very good. Let your heart lead you, Master. I'll be with you all the while. Until the day this world meets its end. One young sorcerer and a magical creature. A long battle lies in store for them on their journey, and for the warriors from other worlds they may encounter. Power Part Odix Talisman acquired. For doing the prologue, you get that and 50,000 scenario, 50,000 money and 500 attack points. Not bad. Power Parts Ende's Talisman and Travel Charm acquired as well. So yeah, we get to start off with some pretty good stuff. Let's immediately go to Zelgard and see what these do. All action rate, 10% better. That's evasion, hit, pretty much everything. Ende's Talisman, attack points from defeated enemies, 20%. Travel Charm, max SP plus 20, you recover 10 SP a turn. Honestly, I'll give them these two for now. See, now, I want to point out something I did not mention much in the previous game. The skill tree system. You do not start being able to buy every single skill in the game. You have to buy the previous skills at least once to be able to buy the next skill. So, at some point, you're going to have at least one of every skill here, if you want them all. Parameters, you can buy these all off right immediately, though, if you wish. Wow, I forgot the terrain handling was so cheap. Special, however, these you don't know anything about. They're undeveloped. We can't do anything with those yet. Those are things like Attacker and some of the really, really good skills. So, first things first, let's grab a potential. The rest of that's not very useful. Skill program, Iori. And you can just put it right on. You can buy from here as well. My first skill program! Wait, why did I just get that trophy? played this game all the way through before. Okay, whatever. Anyway, you can also buy directly from this menu. I just wanted to show you what the actual, like, skill tree looked like. Just so you knew what it would be like. Customization. We have all that money. But, like, normally, I'd skip straight to doing this. Notice how we really don't have the money for that. So what we're gonna do is 2 and everything if we can. Cool. 2 and everything is reasonable. We got our power parts. I'm gonna double check bonus scenarios. I'm not gonna choose one, of course. Oh! Right, because we're not doing New Game Plus, it actually tells us that when we have to clear the chapters. That's what was happening in the previous game, is because we were in New Game Plus, it just let you play all the chapters, all the DLC missions right away if you wanted. Okay, cool. Huh? Upon completion of Chapter 1. Oh, duh! Playable. Chapter 1 cleared. We cleared a prologue, not an actual chapter. Sorry, I'm dumb. Okay, well. You know, I'm noticing something. Where's my completed file for this? You know,